is Omar Fadel, and I'm a composer here in Los Angeles. Do film and TV and some trailers and albums and a little bit of everything, and I play a bunch of instruments that you can see here. And today we are in my composition studio in Los Angeles. So currently I'm working on a show called The Good Family on ABC's Wednesdays starting in end of May, I believe, which is the new Mike Judge show, who did King of the Hill and Beavis and Butthead. Cool, and I'm a huge Mike Judge fan, so it's kind of like a weird fan moment. Like, I normally don't get fan moments, but I'm sitting there watching it and I'm like, oh, this is really cool. I'm like, oh wait, I'm working on this show, that's kind of fun. I'm also working on a feature called The Tuckle Course, which is a very peculiar story about Muslim punk rock, which doesn't seem like it would go together, but it's it was this book, and it developed this cult following, and then got made into a film, and so just started scoring that, and it's very cool, very fun, very definitely musically it's a challenge because you know, it has to do with punk rock. So then the question is, obviously, is the score going to be punk or is it not going to be punk? And it's fun. I'm working on a record for MC Rai, which is a Tunisian world music artist. He's a big name within that genre of music. For me personally, I use it to kind of give the analog touch to a lot of, you know, to the sterile digital environment, and I use it on a lot of bass and guitar and vocals and percussion, and so far, I mean, I've been extremely happy with the results, and would recommend it to anybody wanting to get something a little more colored and try to, you know, add color to digital recordings, if you will. The thing is, I think the most important thing I could say with regards to the twinQ and with Joemeek is that whole thing of you're recording in the digital world. You have high sample rate, high bit rate, all these things. And what you do end up with is a very clean signal. And the thing is, outside of orchestral music, sometimes you don't want that cleanliness. It's too much, you know. Then you have like a sterile environment. And there is a time and place for everything. You know, I mean, if I'm doing something, I'm trying to think of a good example. Yeah, pick any orchestral instrument. Generally speaking, you're probably going to want to use something extremely transparent, extremely clean, and that's appropriate. But when you're doing something like the bass guitar, the electric guitar, even drums, kick, or snare, you want something that's going to give it some character. That is what makes all those recordings that everybody grew up listening to and they love. That's what makes them unique and gives them character. And so, for me, my first thoughts with the twinQ was actually, okay, how's this going to deal with vocals? Not voiceover, but singing, you know? How's it going to, if we drive the hell out of it, compress the hell out of it, just squash it way down, how is the voice going to sound when it comes back into the digital world? And the results have been really, really cool. And that is actually how I'm using it as of right now. It's just to really kind of give everything that nice, round, desired sound, and so it doesn't